Happy Friday. I was inspired to share a tool with you today that I've been using that I thought, well, you know what? I'm loving this so much. Why wouldn't I share it? So I'm here today to show a tool that is offered for free. One of my free things on Joyminder Consulting. By the way, my name is LeAnn Lyon. I am the Chief Joy Officer of Joyminder Consulting. You're watching this on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button, click the little bell, and you'll always get the updates on what I have new to share. So let's dive right in. I'm going to share my screen. As you may or may not know, the way I promote and use my everything I do with my business really comes through a program called NOT. We're going to jump into the back office of that. I am an affiliate for NOT. If you're interested in learning more, by all means, connect with me, book a call. We'll get in there. Through NOT, I can run all of my websites, my email campaigns, my social marketing, text message marketing, my contacts. I can even share things with teams. So if you like what you're seeing today and you want to get into NOT, because you're not yet, I will share some of the things, directly with you. You can copy, paste, redo it, make it your own. It's really great with the team section. And not to mention rewards. Every time I do the right thing for my business, I get rewarded by the company. And I've already saved up over $1,400 of rewards that I'm going to be using on a very special trip in the near future. So jumping in though, here's what we're going to do. So one of the things that I talk about is I have this free things page, right? So let's go to joyminder.com. This is my home page. And we talk about having trusted tools. But if you keep scrolling down this home page, you'll actually see some of the content and some of the things I like to do. And right here, help, I need content. I like free. This is a free tool. You can get it right through my site. It is an affiliate link. They actually don't pay me, but they give me credits, which I use to turn into great content. So you can do the same thing for your business. Hey, how about that for an idea? So we click on that. It says, I like free. I have a page here that talks about it. So let me know if you're going to check it out. If you want to know more, then you will go over to the actual site, which is called PLR. Once you get into here and you're using my affiliate link, thank you, you will get 10 free credits. I'm just jumping over to where you can see that. You will get 10 free credits for your own. Here we go. Too many tabs. You get 10 free credits of your own. I get 10 free credits as well. And if you want to, of course, there are always buy up options. I think if you do that, I do actually make a little affiliate income, which I wouldn't object to. But I like the 10 free credits. I have been building up credits for quite some time. And I'm starting to use those now to create great content for you and my other people. So how exactly do I use them? Well, I did a search earlier today and I found this article right here. Right here. I'm going to get to it. It might be on this page. Here we go. I'm scrolling down and it said top 10. So when you can type in a search, you can look for anything you want. There's a lot of stuff in here, like over 15,000 ebooks, articles, slide decks, social posts, all sorts of stuff. So I am looking for the one that I'd seen earlier, but ultimately I had already opened it up because I found this one called Action Guide, Top 10 Reasons for Starting a Home-Based Business. I love working with people that are starting home-based businesses. All the tools that I have are either free or super affordable, making it easier for those home-based beginning startup businesses to be successful and not do some of the stuff that I made a mistake doing right in the beginning. Well, you have to have a website. You have to spend $5,000 on a website. Well, you have to have this. You got to spend $800 a month on that. And, I thought, well, I want to be in business. I guess I have to spend all this money. Or not, because there are affordable ways to do things and still be super effective. So that's what Joyminder Consulting is about, helping find those trusted tools, those coaches who can lead you in the right direction, but really aren't going to cost you an arm and a leg. So I found this here, the top 10 reasons for starting a home-based business. excuse me, and I'm going to download this. This has cost me 2 credits, and I had a credit bank up here before of 81. Now it's 79, and it downloads right here. It's opening up into a window. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it shows Apple Pages, a PDF, web cover graphics, Word, and the license. The license is important. PLR means that I can customize this in any way, shape, or form I want to, because I have a membership with this group. So I'm going to open it in Word because that's my easiest thing to do. And it opens and says starting a home-based business in Word. So I'm opening that now. I'll switch my screen so you can see what they give me. It's still opening, so I'll wait till it switches. There we go. So I'm going over to a new share to share the screen. So I just for free got this 2 credit download, and it looks like this. So there's a big open white space that I don't know what that's for. This one right here has the writing, it has some photos. Sometimes they don't have a lot of, often they don't have a lot of editing in here. And like this is a little funky because it has like a cutoff thing on the top of each letter. Like for me, I wouldn't publish that. That's not for me. That's not my style. That's not what I like to do. But that's fine because this is what I can do is I can take this and make it my own. So there's a whole bunch of great tips in here that, you know, top 10 tips, just like it promised. So what am I going to do to make it my own? Now, first thing I did is enable editing so I can get what I want to do. The next thing I'm going to do is actually take you to another page in my back office of NOW.site. And I'm going to turn this into what I call a blog post. People ask, well, NOW.site creates blogs for you, and they do. Another discussion, another time, but you can have your own original content. How do you do that? Well, there's probably multiple ways, and I know that they're looking at some new things as well, but this is how I do it because I like to be able to send out really great content to the right person for the right reason, or, you know, create a download. I really like to do that. So in my back office, these are all my websites. We're on the website tab here. I do a lot. I've created a lot of websites, and I'm going to create another one for you right here, right now, right in front of you. But to make it easy, I'm going to copy another one of my blog posts and make it very similar. So I looked through the 4 blog posts that are here. And actually, my virtual assistant, who's amazing, I had just created this blog post for me, using the same process I'm going to show you. And so I scroll through it, and I'm really happy with it. It's bright. It has lots of photos. It has things to do. I think this is the post that I want to copy because, like the one I'm going to do right now, it has, you know, 10 tips or 5 tips or whatever it is. So I'm going to do a similar thing. So from my back office and NOW.site, all I have to do is find it. Here we go. I do need to find out what the name of it is. 8. There we go. And I'm on the 3 little dots over here. I'm going to duplicate what she created. So there, duplicate is successful. And here it is. It's called Joy-Minded Blog on Side Gigs Copy. I'm going to change the name. I'm going to change a lot of things. And most importantly, if you notice, it has a really, really ugly URL. So you're not going to keep that for sure. So we're going to edit a lot of things right here. So we go into the edit, and as I've always said with websites, landing pages, in this case, a blog post, you kind of want to start with the basics. You know, do you need to change anything? I've gone to not using the logo section up here to using a link and photo of my logo on the top of the page. When we click in there, you'll see that then I'm able to link directly back to my homepage if people want to return to my homepage. It's kind of what you expect with the logo, so I really like that. So we're going to go back, but we are editing the homepage of this. I'm going to go down to business name, and this is the Joy-Minded blog. That's fine. website settings, drum under blog on starting a home base business. And then I'm going to copy that. And that is going to be my title as well. I think we'll go with actual title here was 10 tips, I think. Oh, it was actually 10 reasons for. And this is important to put this information over here in this title because when search engines are looking for what this page is about, they're going to look at the title of the page, and then they're going to look into the content of the page and say, does it match? So I said 10 reasons. Need an S on there. And I'm going to actually copy that, copy, and I'm going to put that back up there. So I have that idea, but now I'm going to switch. Now I need a description in here. So once again, I'm going to go back to this content I just downloaded. I'm going to go here. And usually the writers of this great content have a method to their madness. They want to hook you. They want to get your attention. They want you to want to read what they are talking about. So I usually just copy the first sentence or two, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So copy. Again, I have complete permission to do this because that's what PLR is. So starting. So here we go. I have Grammarly turned on, so it's always going to kind of double check me and say, hey, you need to fix this or check that. It says I have one issue, but having a hard time. Oh, it says that I should not, that I should remove the comma. Generally, I agree with that. There we go. So we have a description, we have a title, all those are good. The industry, now what industry does this apply to? Income opportunity, absolutely. Freelance jobs, possibly. Working from home might even be better. And then keywords are super important as well. So keywords, we need top 10 keywords. So home-based business. And then I'm going to, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't share what I'm working over on one side and still sharing the other. That happens. Sorry about that. I will go back just a moment. The industry, I changed to work from home. Website settings, I had copied that one thing and I pasted it in here. That's where I adjusted one little grammar error that Grammarly caught. And then I'm down in keywords. So I added home-based business, and then I'm looking through the article briefly. There's some great keywords in here. So freedom. Oops, I can spell that correctly, perhaps. Let's do self-employment. Starting a business. Networking, because this article talks about that as a reason to start a home-based business. Tax breaks is another reason. Financial freedom. I'm going to say time freedom. May or may not apply to owning your own business, trust me. Let's see. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in there. I'm going to leave that for now. If I want to, I can come back anytime I want and add to those keywords. These will help drive traffic if I turn the blog on. So we're going to scroll back up to the top where it says pages, and it does automatically have a blog. So I'm going to do a couple quick things with this. If I click on the 3 dots, it says show here because I've already hidden the home page, and I've also already hidden the blog page on the previous blog post. that I just copied. So when I copied it, all those settings copied over with it. That's why I have to go and check these, make sure that they're all relevant to the new page that you're creating. Also, by the way, the new article is not called 8 Ways to Make Extra Money from Home. That was the previous one. So we need to rename this. If you hear me scrolling on my thing, I'm going to copy. Looks like this might be a photo, so I'm just going to have to type it in right here. Up. Oops. Right in here in the heading. Top 10 reasons for starting a home business. Once again, Grammarly would kick in if it needed to. Now, if I would like that to look a little different, here's an option. I can take it out of the heading, actually delete it, and put it in the subheading instead. Whoops, it got really small. But we can go into style and change that. So I can go into subheading. Actually, I'm going to stay in the content. So I know it's long if I have it big. So if I would break this into 2 pieces, I'm putting my cursor right before the letter A and making it into 2 lines that are more similar. I'm going to style and alignment and spacing. I'm keeping it centered, but I can go to the subheading. And because I'm making it look like a heading, I might bold it. And then let's see if I start with a 50 font. That looks pretty good. And if I want to, I can also change the color on that or do a lot of other things. I'm not going to do an editing training here exactly. I really just want to show you how you can do your own blog. So we got that in there. One important thing we forgot, I'm going to go back over here to website settings. Remember this really ugly URL? We have to change that. That's not a good thing. But URLs are also something that the search engines will read. So how about the URL make some sense? So I'm going to say starting a home-based business. And I'm actually going to add to the beginning reasons to. And I'm putting dashes in there because it makes it readable. You can read something that has dashes. When you take a whole bunch of words and shove them all together, sometimes you're trying to figure this out. Somebody did a hashtag recently on a post, and I was very confused because I couldn't quite make out the words of what the hashtag were. And you can put capitals in hashtags. Sometimes that makes it easier, but not always. Finally, I had to ask her, I was like, what was this? And she told me, I was like, oh, now that's so funny, but I didn't get it initially. So reasons to start a home-based business is now the website URL. I'm going to hit save on that, make sure that that works. And so now I can even preview this page. It's not done, but here we go. And if you look at the top, it says reasons to start a home-based business .now.site. I really love the .now.site. It almost always works really well in with things. So now all I do is I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to go back and forth between this Word document that I downloaded over here. And I do need to still put in the, I'm just going to copy the document over, copy and paste. So I copied it over here. Now I'm going to switch the share and put it in over here. And I'm going to put it all into the subheading, which is a lot, and it's missing the first letter. I'm going to put the word S there. So now it says starting a business on your own might seem like a daunting task. That's the first line of this thing. So I'm going to actually cut that out and put that in as the heading. So we have starting your own business may seem like a daunting task. And it looks like this. But here we have a photo of a person who's sitting at a desk, probably in her home. And it looks like, it doesn't have to be. Most home-based business entrepreneurs start with something they have a passion for, something that they love or at least have an interest in. Remember, I've never read this article. Certainly you could read the article first, but I just trust this content, and if I find something I don't like, I can delete it. I can change it. I can make it, say something more of what I want it to say. Once again, I'll just go into the style here. I'm going to make this heading a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be 50. I think 40 would be fine. It tightens all of this up, but the, my font is right. Everything else looks great. My subheading, I'm going to make, yeah, I think that's fine even. I like to keep things round, so I'm going to go to 25. But this is all I do. I go back and forth, and then if I want to switch out the photo, I will go to content, change image, and in the selections of what I can choose from, I can go into and find income opportunity photos. And find something here if I like something, or actually I have a custom photo that I've created in the past that I think I want to load up. So I'm going to do that instead to change image. I'm going to click on this and go into my very messy office. I know where things are, and that's all that matters, because see, I found it just like that, open. And we're going to use this. What if that idea you're thinking about could really work? So find your joy. We're going to use that photo instead. So I select that and boom. So from here on down, it's just a matter of copying and pasting the rest of the PLR over into the website. Save it frequently as you're doing this process. And then rather than hitting preview again, you can just go to the next tab and hit refresh. And you'll see that the changes you're making are happening in live time. So that is how I use free content to create amazing pieces. Eventually, let me show you where you're going to find this. You can download this piece. I will save it as a PDF when I'm done and actually add it to my website as a piece that you can download on my website. So I'll put the link in the description below so you know where to find it once it's all finished. And let me show you. I think it may actually go on this page here. Tools for starting a business, .now.site. Instead of having a subscription on here, I'll just say, hey, download the top 10 reasons for starting your own business. And that will be a free download that you can get on joyminder.com or directly at tools for starting a business, a business.now.site. So there you go. Hope that's been helpful. Absolutely use my link to get this free stuff and go to town. If you, again, want more information about this entire system, I have a lot of videos here on YouTube about it. So watch away. I recommend you watch the most recent ones because they're always updating things. In fact, I'm going to do another video quickly about the newest, the latest, the greatest things that they've launched in the last couple of weeks. I'm very excited about it. And it's making it even easier for entrepreneurs to get their businesses started. So once again, my name is LeAnn Lyon. I am the Chief Joy Officer of Joyminder Consulting. Thanks again for being here and watching. Subscribe, please click the bell, and we will see you next time. And we're done.